The 2016 national budget will be taken to Parliament by the Ministry of Finance this month. What are we, the youth, expecting? What do we want the government to capture in line with youth development and empowerment? Right here on X Live, we engage students to know about the expectations of the national budget in line with youth empowerment and development. Do you know when the Ministry of Finance is going to Parliament to present the 2016 national budget?
For now, we don't know, but we hope it will come to our benefit as in the student.
Okay. So what are your expectations basically and generally on the youth and empowerment and development? What do you want the Ministry of Finance to capture in the 2016 national budget?
Okay, since we are in school and we are not working, I pray they don't increase or put a utility bill on us to pay. That is all we are hoping for. Thank you.
Do you know when the national budget will be taken to Parliament by the Ministry of Finance?
Actually, no, I don't know.
Okay. And I want to know your expectations. If the budget is to be taken to Parliament, what do you want the Ministry of Finance to capture in line with youth empowerment and development?
Yeah, under normal circumstance, when this show has been taken to the Parliament, the Minister of Finance should really embark on the youth safety, as in how to recreate jobs and things that will be beneficial to the youth service in Ghana.
What course are you offering in the tertiary institution?
I'm offering electrical engineering.
Electrical engineering. So do you have any idea when the Ministry of Finance will be taking the national budget to Parliament?
Oh, that one, I have no idea about it.
You have no idea about it. But then are you interested in the budget at all?
Okay, the budget itself, basically, I would say I'm partially interested in it.
Partially interested. Why are you partially interested but they're not fully interested?
Because fully, I've not gone through all the bases of the budget and what it entails. That is why I would say I'm partially interested.
Okay, so what are your expectations of the 2016 national budget in line with the youth development and empowerment?
Okay, me being an engineering student, I would say the budget should entail of they using the money to go basically on the ground to make the infrastructure and the development they are talking of, and then our expectation of making the youth employment and unemployment reduce. Basically, that is it.
Hi, what course are you offering?
I'm offering procurement.
And yourself?
I'm also offering procurement.
Okay, so you people are customers, Okay, so do you know when the national budget will be taken to Parliament by the Ministry of Finance?
Oh, please, actually, we don't know. Yeah.
Okay, do you?
I believe probably by the end of this year.
By the end of this year, they would have taken it. Okay, so what are your expectations in line with youth development and empowerment? What do you want the government to capture for you as students?
Okay, for now, we need more classrooms because normally we are more in the class for one lecturer, so that's what we need for now.
Yourself?
We are having issues with the utility problems, especially electricity. We are having issues when it comes to the universities and the polytechnics. So we want the government to come in so that these problems will cease.
Are you interested in the budget at all?
Oh, I'm very, very interested. Yeah, very, very interested.
Okay, so what are your expectations of the budget in line with youth development and empowerment?
Oh, yeah. Looking at the population of this country, I think the youth constitute majority of the population, and I think that most of the policies that will be outlined should include most developmental projects, policies that would benefit students, especially those of us in the polytechnics and the universities. At least once you are out, there are certain policies that will be, that will always be put in place. I get in that to actually help us in terms of finding the necessary opportunities to find employment, develop our skills, and become the better Ghanaians we want to be.
What course are you offering?
Actually, I did marketing.
Okay.
Service on campus.
Okay, so you're a national service person.
Exactly.
Are you a national service person too?
Yeah, marketing student. I just completed.
Okay. Then you're interested in the national budget, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know when the Ministry of Finance is going to take the national budget to Parliament, the 2016 national budget?
Actually, I don't know.
I don't have much idea about it, but I know it's coming off somewhere in 2016, but I don't know much about it now.
I want to know your expectations generally.
The unemployment rate is very high, so I expect the government to capture much on youth employment. At least should focus on establishing companies for the youth, because if we forecast our mind back to those who completed last year, we have almost 6,000 population. So I think unemployment rate is very high within this country.
As my brother said, we need more companies because we've completed. As we are still thinking when after the service, what next? It's a big problem to us. So what we're doing is we are entreating the government to open more jobs for the youth, especially maybe seminars to educate us more about how to come out with our own business, entrepreneurship. Yeah, so that some of us want to own our own business.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
What school do you guys attend?
New Jamin Senior High School.
Oh, okay, so you're in second.
Yeah.
What form?
Form 3.
Okay, so you're in your final year?
Yes.
Okay. So do you know anything about the national budget?
Yeah, actually, for all I know, the national budget is like a financial statement of the total expenditure to the revenue of the government.
All right. So the 2016 budget will be taken to Parliament this month. What do you want the government to do for you?
I would like the government to improve on the food we eat in school, because some foods, if you see the food, you not even yes. So he should change the food for us.
Quality. The food too should be quality.
I can see you're in SRC t-shirts. Are you an executive in the SRC?
Yes, actually, I'm the SRC Public Relations Officer.
Okay, wow. Do you know when the national 2016 budget will be taken to Parliament by the Ministry of Finance?
Yes, I know that it will be taken to Parliament on the 17th of this month, November.
Are you interested in the budget at all?
Highly interested.
Highly interested. Okay, so I want to know, what are your expectations in line with youth development and empowerment? What do you want the ministry to capture for us students?
Thank you so much once again. You know, there's a saying that a country without jobs is like a stream without salt. So I believe that the government should articulate the habit of bringing out more business. It will actually give future to the youth of this nation.
You know when the Ministry of Finance is taking the national budget to Parliament?
No.
You have no idea.
I don't really know.
No idea.
I have no idea when it's going to be read.
No, please.
Do you?
No.
I think that should be around October or November.
We are in November.
Yes, then it should be around November.
What are your expectations concerning the youth and development in the 2016 budget?
What they should capture mostly will have to do with the university students. Apparently, they're taking out the parts where we're supposed to, the government to subsidize the fees and all that, and paying the utility bills for us. And I hear now we're supposed to, do it ourselves. If it does go through, it will cause a lot of commotion among the students, because a lot of them really, really thrive on the fact that the government, pays all that. I'm expecting that the government does not go through with everything that I hear on the radio of students paying all those things themselves, because it's the same in UCC. The students are suffering, and in Legon we are having it, I won't say we're having it easy, but then it's better than UCC.
Yeah, I hope the government does something about the graduate unemployment situation we are facing right now, because it looks like most graduates end up leaving school and there are no jobs awaiting them, and it's really causing parents to be frustrated as well as the youth.
I think they should invest much into students in terms of like giving out loans to students to establish their own business. If by so doing, I think they are themselves an entrepreneur, so they employ their employees to work for them so that they pay them.
Secondly, the government has to do something about the graduate unemployment, because me, myself, I don't want to come out of this institution and not getting a job to do. Yes, I don't want to run at a loss because I've put in much.
Sure, what's that?
Okay, I'm expecting a balance surplus, not a balance deficit.
Get on Broadway.
Hi, you're here with me, Khadija Musa, and I'm an ex-life correspondent here in Midrand.
How would you feel to take charge of your own idea?
Our leaders have the audacity
to stand on international media and talk about youth engagement and youth empowerment as if they care.
We are here on the X-Life, the mouthpiece for the youth.